Today we are moving along in our human design series, focusing on the 12 profiles. In today's profile, we're looking at the 3-6, 3 being the conscious aspect, 6 being the unconscious, and this is also known as the martyr / role model. And probably one way that you could sum up the 3-6 is that they are here for a path of learning through experience and growing into embodied wisdom. So they are here to live life hands-on for most of their life. However, there is a section, which we will go into soon, where they tend to take a step back from life and being as hands-on for a little while. The 3 is a lot about the trial and error, making mistakes and discovering what really works for them. And the 6 evolves over time, usually through life's wisdom, and they then become someone that people can naturally look up to later on in their life. So the 3-6, we would break down their journey into 3 main chapters. I'm going to use a house as a reference point. So from the ages of about, from when they're born till about the age of 30, they'll be outside the house, they'll be running around the backyard, they'll be trying out all sorts of things. They might be building ramps and doing backflips off them and riding their bike backwards and doing all sorts of things, no injuring themselves, and just really getting in amongst it. And then from the ages usually about 30 to 50, they'll transition to this kind of phase of what I would say is they're sitting on the roof. They've kind of decided that they've had enough of getting in amongst the world, and they're sick and tired of making mistakes, and they just want to sit back and observe, be a little less hands-on, more observatory in their life. And then from the ages of about 50 onwards, they then move into the house. They become embodied with what it is that they have learned. And it's not something that happens instantly, but it's something that they grow into. They're actually able to enter the house and become part of the home. And it's not because they're perfect, but it's because they have lived and they have learned. And their gift then becomes a lot about discernment. To really harness this design, if this is your design, it's really important to accept the supposed mistakes that you have undertaken in your path. And they're not something to avoid, something to deny that has occurred. And honor your timing, especially if you're feeling called to step back for a while. You're in that age bracket of 30 to 50, and reflect and own your story and your lived experience. And when you do that, you can really step into your strength, I guess we could say. If you know someone that is a 3-6 and you want to support them, so you can offer things to them like patience, less judgment, give them space to process and allow them to evolve over time. It can be quite beautiful to have known someone with a profile like a 3-6 from a young age, and then watch them transition through these different chapters in their lives to the more older, and then one day the elder person who gets to really embody all those lessons that they have learned along the way. So the 3-6 path is not about perfection. It's about becoming wise through experience and leading by example. If you got any questions about the 3-6 profile, you can leave that in the comment section below. Also reach out to us on various other social media platforms. The links are in the description box below, and we'll see you again soon.